I know this is not a technology channel, but I personally enjoy using technology. So today, I'm going to talk about how I plan to use this to strive for Sthirvana and balance with respect to my mental and physical health. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sthirvana. I'm Udit. I recently purchased the Ultrahuman Ring Air, and I wanted to share my experience of purchasing it, getting it delivered, my first impressions, how it compares to other wearables, but most importantly, how I plan to use it as a tool to keep track of my physical and mental health and listen to my body responses. So make sure you stick till the end. However, before we start, I do want to say that this video is not sponsored by Ultrahuman. I'm just doing this because I've liked this product and I wanted to share this experience with you. So let's get started. I got to know about the Ultrahuman Ring Air through fellow YouTubers, and after I watched a bunch of reviews on YouTube, I decided to go ahead and purchase it. I went to the website, and within a few clicks, I could finalize my order. However, I did not know my ring size, so Ultrahuman went ahead and shipped me a ring sizing kit within a couple of days. Once I tried on those rings and figured out my ring size, I could go in the app and confirm my ring size to Ultrahuman, after which they went ahead and started to process the order. In the meantime, I got a call from a representative who said that they are in charge of my order and will be looking out to ship the order soon. And in the meantime, if I had any questions about the order or about the product itself, I could reach out to them. However, I had no need to contact them because the ring was delivered in a few days. Which brings me to my first impressions. I ordered the ring in matte gray. I still think it looks good. Coming to the weight, it's about 3 grams or 0.1 ounces, so it's a pretty lightweight ring. It fits well, it's not too tight nor too loose. So overall, I think it's built well and has a nice compact design. However, don't let the small size fool you because it packs a punch when tracking health and fitness metrics. If you look at the app, it measures all the metrics that you would expect from a wearable these days. Sleep, recovery, activities are all in the form of indices from a scale of 0 to 100. And apart from these indices, it also measures standard metrics such as your steps, your calories, your heart rate variability, your temperature, your VO2 max, so on and so forth. However, apart from these standard metrics, there are a couple of features and suggestions that I've liked and noticed. The first one is suggestions around caffeine intake or stimulant intake. This makes sure that by the time you're about to sleep, caffeine has been disposed of by your body. The second suggestion is around the circadian phase alignment. This also helps to make sure that your sleep cycles are aligned. I've not had enough experience with these features, so I'll probably cover them in greater detail in a future video. But for now, let's see how this ring compares to the other wearables I've had or I have experience with. So I used to have a Whoop subscription, and I currently have the Pixel Watch 2. However, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I really don't like the Fitbit app, and because that is the primary way that the Pixel Watch 2 captures and displays data, I don't really use the metrics that the watch helps me capture. I generally look at the face of my watch and probably track heart rate or calories and steps, but that's about it. The watch for me broadly helps me with regular phone functions such as notifications, messaging, or taking a call if needed. So the main comparison here is between the Whoop 4.0 and the Ultrahuman Ring Air. In terms of a form factor, Whoop is primarily a wrist-worn device, but you can wear it on your bicep or your waist with the help of other bands or accessories that Whoop sells. The Ultrahuman Ring Air, well, it's a ring, and they recommend that you wear it on your index finger. For me personally, I like both form factors. However, I will say that it has been a slight adjustment for me with the ring when I'm dealing with dumbbells or bars. Coming to the battery life, Ultrahuman claims a battery life of about 6 days, and Whoop claims about a 4 to 5 day battery life with the Whoop 4.0. I personally always got about 3 days of battery life with Whoop 4.0, and I'm getting about 4 days of battery life with this ring. I can give you more detailed usage trends on battery life as I have more time with the ring in the future. Coming to the data and the apps, like I mentioned before, most wearables these days capture the same kind of metrics, and Whoop is no different. The moment you enter the app, you can see indices for your recovery, your sleep, and your activity or strain. The only difference being that the activity or strain index for Whoop is on a scale of 0 to 21 instead of 0 to 100. Other things I like about Whoop is that Whoop does a good job of plotting two measures on the same graph. And I've not been able to find that within the Ultrahuman app. For example, Whoop plots your recovery and your strain on the same graph, or plots your sleep needed versus your actual sleep. And so Whoop does a great job of giving you your data in a quick, ingestible visual form and provide context at the same time. At least till the time I was using it, Whoop, however, did not provide the additional features that I have mentioned, whether that's suggestions for stimulant and caffeine intake and timing, or the suggestions for circadian phase alignment. Coming to the Ultrahuman app though, I like the notifications and the nudges around activities such as going out and taking the sunlight in to help with the circadian phase alignment, or the notifications to just get up and move throughout the day. I appreciate the emphasis on moving regularly and constantly throughout the day rather than one or two bouts of movement in the gym. Overall, I think both Whoop and the Ring are good and they perform similarly in terms of data and utilization. Especially for what I want out of wearables, which I will talk in the next section, I think the Ultrahuman Ring Air does a great job, if not better than Whoop. So my goal with these wearables is not to get caught up in the numbers game, obsessing over my step count, my calories, my HRV, my VO2 max. I'm interested in Sthirvana. I'm interested in balance. I'm interested in seeing trends, and if over a period of time I've made improvements in things that actually matter, such as my sleep quality and recovery. So with the Ultrahuman Ring Air, I'm taking a more holistic approach. Using the data that it provides, I want to look at graphs and make sure that there are no downward trends. And if there are downward trends, try and analyze behaviors that are causing it. Sure, the numbers are part of this, but I don't want to miss the forest for the trees. So for example, I've noticed that my sleep efficiency, which is basically the proportion of time my body rests while I'm in bed, is actually low and needs attention. So what I'm trying to understand is, what can I do to help with that? Should I take showers before bed? Should I do additional mindful breathing exercises before I go to bed? I want to try out different things and see what can help me take that graph up. Another example that I have is, I know that I am not active throughout the day. I concentrate my movement in the gym. So with the nudges I talked about earlier, can I actually go ahead and change my behavior? And instead of concentrating my movement in the gym, can I make a behavior of moving regularly throughout the day? In conclusion, the Ultrahuman Ring Air is not just another wearable piece of tech for me. I have bought it with intention, and I plan to use it as a tool to help me achieve Sthirvana in various aspects of my life. At the end of the day, it's not about chasing perfection or arbitrary targets. It's about embracing the journey, finding balance, and becoming a more rounded version of yourself, one step at a time. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more such conversations. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care, be present, and work towards Sthirvana.